Let's get one thing straight about Napoleon Bonaparte. The man was a certified genius. Artillery, flanking maneuvers, legal codes, wearing a hat sideways and making it an iconic brand, all brilliant. But his real, truly underrated superpower? Propaganda. This guy was the greatest spin doctor of the 19th century, bar none. His bulletins from the Grande Armée, that wasn't journalism. That was the 19th century equivalent of a perfectly curated Instagram feed. It was all glorious victories, shattered enemies, and heroic poses. There was zero mention of the rampant dysentery, the supply lines that didn't actually exist, or the fact that half the army was wearing boots held together by sheer willpower. But in October 1813, that finely tuned spin machine finally, spectacularly, broke. The Battle of Leipzig, they called it the Battle of Nations because literally everyone showed up to fight him, wasn't a setback. It wasn't a slight miscalculation. It was an absolute world-ending catastrophe. His army wasn't just losing, it was disintegrating in real time. So our what if today isn't about giving him Google Maps to win the battle. That's boring. No, this is about giving him the one tool his propaganda-addicted brain would really crave in a total crisis. We're giving him Twitter to survive the PR apocalypse after the defeat. What happens when the greatest narrative controller in history gets a 280-character limit during his most undeniable public catastrophic failure? I'll tell you what happens. He'd discover that it's really, really hard to tweet about your strategic backpedal when 300,000 angry Prussians, Russians, and Austrians are live tweeting your full-blown pants-on-fire retreat. Okay, so just how bad was it? You have to understand, this wasn't the 1812 Russia trip. That was a different kind of disaster. That was a slow-motion, self-inflicted train wreck of hubris versus General Winter. That was a logistics problem from hell. Leipzig was different. Leipzig was a straight-up, old-fashioned, everyone you've ever wronged shows up at your house at the same time beatdown. This was, to put it mildly, the largest battle in European history before World War I. We are talking over 500,000 men crammed onto a single field. It was Napoleon, with what was left of his cobbled-together army and his very nervous allies versus, well, everyone else. The Sixth Coalition. That's Russia, Prussia, Austria, Sweden. Basically, it was the We Are the World charity single of kingdoms, united by the single goal of kicking Napoleon off the continent for good. And the result after 3 days of absolute butchery was a catastrophic, undeniable total loss. His army wasn't just beaten, it was shattered. But here's the crucial part. The battle itself was a disaster, but the retreat is where it became a dark comedy of errors. This is the fatal flaw that no Twitter spin could ever fix. See, there was one main bridge, just one, over the Elster River to get his army to safety. And in the absolute chaos of the retreat, some panicked, caffeine-deprived French corporal got jumpy and blew the bridge too early. This single act of incompetence trapped his entire rear guard. We're talking over 30,000 of his most loyal veteran troops on the wrong side of the river. They were just left there. They were slaughtered, captured, or drowned trying to swim across, including a Marshal of France, Poniatowski, who famously rode his horse right into the river. Spoiler, it didn't work. Oh, and did I mention his allies? The Saxons? Yeah, they didn't just desert. In the middle of the battle, they looked at the odds, said nah, and literally switched sides. They just turned their cannons around and started shooting at the French. This is the situation. It's not a narrative problem he can spin. It's a reality problem. The facts on the ground are just awful. He's losing men, he's losing allies, and he's just lost his only escape route. Now, pull out your phone, Emperor. Let's see you tweet your way out of this. Imagine the scene. Napoleon is in his imperial carriage, mud splattering the windows, horses galloping, fleeing the absolute dumpster fire that is Leipzig. He's furious, he's humiliated, but most of all, he's a brand manager. He pulls out his phone. He logs on. His handle at Emperor Bonaparte. Verified, blue check. Obviously. He probably threatened the Pope to get it. His mission-critical objective: control the narrative. Reassure the bankers in Paris. Project Strength. Keep the entire French Empire from imploding before he can get back to the capital. He cracks his knuckles. Time to spin. The coalition threw everything they had at us. They're exhausted. We are strong. The Grande Army is unbreakable. Battle of Nations French Glory 10:15 a.m. at Emperor Bonaparte. Reports of defeat are greatly exaggerated by the fake news. Austrian press. We are simply executing a high-speed strategic maneuver to the west. It's not a retreat, it's a strategic backpedal. Very complex, you wouldn't understand. Strategy winning 4 10:30 a.m. at Emperor Bonaparte. To my brave soldiers, hold the line. Your emperor is with you in spirit. I see your sacrifice. Sent from Imperial carriage 15 kilometers ahead of you, moving very fast. But he's not just tweeting. Oh no, a modern emperor is also a manager. He's trying to run this corporate catastrophe from the inside using his preferred app, Slack. Slack Workspace, Lempire HQ channel. Leipzig PR disaster at Napoleon, admin. At Marshal Ney at Marshal Murat, we need to rebrand this now. I want to see heroic resistance and tactical consolidation in all press releases. Stop looking so defeated. It's bad for morale. And by morale, I mean my morale. At Napoleon, admin at Talleyrand, foreign minister, get on the phone with Vienna. Tell Metternich I meant to let them win. It's a trap. We're luring them into a false sense of security. Yeah, that's it. At Marshal Ney, sire, with respect, the troops are asking for food and bullets. And they're extremely upset about that bridge that we blew up. At Napoleon, admin, nay, you're not seeing the big picture. Stop focusing on food and bridges. Focus on the engagement metrics. Tell the troops to like and subscribe for more rations. We are going to win the narrative war. Now someone find me a better route to Paris. This one has too many angry Prussians. So Napoleon posts his masterpiece. It's not a retreat, it's a strategic backpedal. He sets his phone down, satisfied. He's a genius. He's handled it. He waits for the likes and the Vive l'Empereur comments to pour in. Instead, his phone starts buzzing. And it doesn't stop. This is the part of the what if where the spin machine slams full speed into the brick wall of reality. The algorithm doesn't care about your feelings, it cares about engagement. And right now, the catastrophe is way more engaging than his spin. He checks the What's Happening tab. It's not good. What's Happening trending worldwide. 1. Politics trending Leipzig disaster 1.2m tweets. 2. Military trending Elster Bridge 900k tweets. 3. Trending Marshal Poniatowski. Sources confirm the Polish marshal drowned in the Elster River after the bridge was prematurely destroyed. Named Elster Gate. 4. War trending Saxons defect video. Watch the entire Saxon army switch sides mid-battle and open fire on their allies. Betrayal. 5. France trending au revoir Napoleon. His spin isn't working. He's not controlling the narrative. He's not even in the narrative. He's being ratioed by all of Europe. So he tries to get specific. He has to address the bridge. It's the biggest PR crisis of the hour. He types furiously. At Emperor Bonaparte, flawless river crossing executed at the Elster. All troops accounted for. The army is safe and morale is high. Onward to France. Logistics genius invincible, and then, just instantly, it appears. The single most devastating invention of the modern internet. The propaganda killer. The community note added by readers. Readers added context. This is false. The bridge was destroyed prematurely by French engineers, trapping the entire rearguard, 30,000 troops, on the wrong side of the river. These troops were subsequently killed or captured. Eyewitnesses report the emperor was well clear of the blast. Oh, that's a 0 out of 10. And then come the mentions. His mentions tab is just a digital hellscape. It's the equivalent of being shelled digitally from every direction. Notification Tsar Alexander I at Cossack Daddy quoted your tweet LOL strategic backpedal? Is that what you're calling it? See you in Paris, little guy. Hashed Running Man notification King of Prussia at Fredwill3 replied to you, my guys are halfway to the Rhine. Thanks for leaving all your artillery at Emperor Bonaparte. Appreciate it. Hashtag blessed notification, parody ACCT at Real Marshallnay replied to you, day 3. Haven't eaten. Emperor just posted a hashtag TBT from Austerlitz. Send help. Or bread. Nanj, not winning Elstergate, notification, anonymous soldier at Grognard_72 replied to you, it's a retreat. We are running. He left us at the bridge. Do not believe his lies. Hashtag not my emperor, but it gets worse. Because it's not just Twitter. The entire modern tech ecosystem, which runs on data and reality, is now actively betraying him. He opens Google Maps to find the fastest way back to France. Notification Google Maps recalculating. Notification Google Maps traffic anomaly detected 300,000-man coalition army. His internal comms on Slack are a total meltdown. Notification Slack at Bavarian Corps has left the channel. Notification Slack at Saxon Corps has left the channel. Notification Slack at Saxon_ has joined channel hashtag Allied Coalition. Notification Slack at Napoleon has pinned a message in #general, mandatory morale meeting Friday. Topic, why we are still winning. Attendance is not optional. Notification Slack. You have 34,000 unread messages in channel hashtag lost_and freezing. So let's answer the what if. Would Twitter have saved Napoleon after Leipzig? No. Of course not. In fact, it would have just made his failure public, instantaneous, and humiliating. It would have turned a military disaster that used to take weeks to report into a real-time, minute-by-minute PR meltdown. Napoleon's real fatal flaw, from the snows of Russia to the bridge at Leipzig, wasn't a lack of technology. It was hubris. It was the fatal narcissistic belief that he could spin anything. It was believing his own bulletins, his own propaganda over the cold, hard reality of logistics, diplomacy, and the simple fact that you cannot fight all of Europe at the same time and expect to win. Technology is just a tool. Twitter is a fantastic megaphone. But if the message you're shouting into the megaphone is a delusional lie, a community note will always find you. Twitter doesn't create reality, it just amplifies it. And the reality after Leipzig was that the emperor was just a guy in a fancy hat running for his life while his entire empire was collapsing in his mentions tab. The ultimate fatal flaw isn't losing a battle, it's believing your own spin so hard you forget you're losing. You can't hashtag still emperor your way out of a 300,000-man operational catastrophe. You just can't. Subscribe, like, and share so you don't miss the next strategic meltdown. Subscribe for more.